Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the King Boo Rex Twitch series. Today we are going to do the Luigi episode from 200k to 400k is the goal for today's episode. And we're going to be playing in T0 Speed Bonanza. As it is out, it doesn't require powers, we don't have all the powers, so T0 where possible is going to be good for us getting our series out quite quickly. But you've seen so many other videos, not last one before, we would have had some powers. If you take longer, you can just follow the power content on our channel and get the counts up like this. But for speed, you can, if you know how to play Speed Bonanza, you can. This is just one of the things I'm going to do for my series. So today's going to be an entirely T0 Speed Bonanza episode on this account. We can do this on Sunday because we don't have genetically enhanced crops or Recon Earth yet, so we wouldn't have been able to play it properly. But yeah, so first game, we're going to be playing Heavy Farm Cobra, we're going to be playing some aggro, and so is our opponent. And we're going to show you some really high level tricks, which I have a lot of pros that I've played with, and a lot of friends that I know who grind. We use these kind of tricks a lot to help us win a lot more games, and you're going to see that a little bit later into the video, not just yet. You're going to see some really good games. It's all going to be post-com because you can't really comment, live comment spam. You can see all the games that we played today, getting up to 400k. But yeah, we kind of did a spam video a few days ago, but you can see we're just heli microing. This is our first game of the day. We were a little bit washed at it. One thing I like to do in this as well is yellows, because yellows are quite tough to defend. And I can kind of send them while microing a little bit on at the same time. I like to send some yellows in to make sure we're getting that the rotors forced, sorry, because when you force the rotors, it's just quite a bit of money. Try and slow down their factory. They get the factory a little bit quicker than us. We're going to boost some yellows in now because that's also going to force some more stuff. Going to force the boost, and it's fine. Round 7 next, so maybe we'll get a few more bananas from the boost. We've got most of the bananas already from the boost, or most of the crates already from last round. It's not really going to have helped him too much. And yeah, now we're going to double feck. Once we get our double feck off, we're going to start going for some cobras. We're going to send some small rushes in to slow him down a bit more. We're really hoping at this point it's not ace because he has got 2 fecks down. It's really pretty much impossible to beat a decent heli ace unless you're really cracked. Micro in this game mode, but we see he's got cobra, so now we know that there is a good chance that we can win this game. So we're going to just go for more cobras, trying to get to PFVs as soon as possible. But we're also going to need some ZMGs in because with 2 fecks, he will be able to go for a few like 3 to 4 Apaches, and with a boost he's going to be okay. So we do need some CMGs in there as well, rather than just like normal BFBs, which often work in free power-ups or regular Speed Bonanza. Gonna go for an Apache, and yes, we got a lot of stuff in at the moment. Gonna go for another one, sell the facts, send 2 ZMGs in. This should now be really hard to defend. So we can sell some stuff off. We're going to go for some more crates. He's going to send us a Moab counter. So we just need to go for a second Apache here. However, at first we try and defend it without an Apache. We go for this. And then we're like, just might as well get a second Apache. This is not just a small rush. So we boost this in. And now we're thinking to get the second Apache down. We forgot which one our crate was. We know which one our Apache is, I think. But yeah, we surrendered. He was dead to the ZMGs we're setting in. So in this one, Saku, we use trick we're going to show later, but we're going to play Ninja Farm Ace versus this guy. So what we do, Ninja Farm Ace, very easy to pull off this strategy, especially on this map with a really nice ace spot right there. Just need to farm start, send some stuff in, don't anti-stall with the spikes. You are able to anti-stall on this map because it's different start path for the AI and the scent balloons. But we're not going to do a anti-stalling start. We're just going to let the rounds play out. Just send some balloons. Try and get their life count low. Because if their life count's low, the heli player will then have to get a little bit scared versus like constant green tinning and stuff. Like you could have full queued blues from the start of round 2, to be honest. But I like just to get a few more farms up, makes me feel a little bit safer. And yeah, so if they do get you an early rush off, you can get that ODS quite early. Now we're going to send some greens. He's going to boost his farm to try and get into Helicrate microing a little bit earlier. We're going to boost... Oh no, he's going to boost nothing. Send a load more greens in. He should have sent those greens in though, because otherwise he could have been Helicrate microing a little bit earlier. He's going to start microing now. But he also needs defense for all these greens. There's so many greens on the screen, and he's not too sure what to do, it seems. And he's actually going to die really quickly to that, so that was good. And now we're going to play versus Alex. So yeah, whilst the early part of the game is versus Alex, Alex is a subscriber, so you know, be like Alex and subscribe. He's enjoying the series. If you're enjoying the series as well, hit the like button. If we get enough likes throughout the series, we can give the account away. So yeah, it's just a thing about him. So yeah, so we're on the left side here. We're on indoor pools. It's a pretty tough map for me, but we're just going to try our best. I only kind of recently found out, because I've always, in the past, when I've been forced into this, either been doing Boomer, or I've been dragging the heli right to the top. But I kind of forgotten and remembered that I can actually, the way I micro, I use my like thumb to place the towers on the left-hand side, which I think like Sweat uses his right thumb for everything, for placing the towers. Whereas yeah, for me, I use my left thumb quite a bit mainly. So on the left-hand side, at least on the right-hand side, I use my right thumb. It's a lot easier. I just don't have the like technique sorted to do the right hand on the left side. So but yeah, so basically I can do that. The bottom left corner is viable for me, and I've not really thought about that. And so that's like that's just like a quick thumb motion to get it there. It's a decently sized thumb motion, but it's not having to drag the whole arm up the way to the top like I'm doing right now. I kind of forget, then I remember. Go for some quad darts there, and now we go for some more crates. So you can see it's going to speed up a little bit, hopefully. And yeah, he's going to go for a Republic. We've got, I think we've got a few more crates off. We're about the same, maybe slightly more. He's going to go for 2 Cobras, and he's going to send some pinks. We are going to go for rotors. We're going to boost. We missed the boost button. We hit it too late, and we die. I don't think we're going to defend that anyways. We should have probably gone a second. Heli up, or maybe gone for an Apache there, but we couldn't quite defend that. Pretty tough for me. Just a bit kind of all over the place there. We couldn't quite get the speedy defend off. Our next one is Quicks, so we're going to be doing Ninja Farm Ace again. So we're using the trick that we'll show. And yeah, for this guy, I think he was a little bit better than the last opponent. He's not going to die to Eco this time, so you'll see a little bit more of how to properly use this strategy and how it can be really strong. But yeah, just do the trick again, no anti-stall, spikes at the back, and yeah, he's going to boost in some balloons. So we're going to go for a ninja, go for a double shot. Double shot's going to be really strong here. And yeah, just going to clutch all that up and kind of stop him sending blacks or anything like that. He's going to be annoyed. Yeah, by the way, this works a little bit better, the trick, if you have just a completely random looking account, just randomly in the leaderboard. I have obviously a 96%, 95, 96%-ish, I think it's 95% after that loss, profile, so it's not very subtle. So if you have had some more losses, if you're like trying to copy a lot of stuff, and you've lost some games along the way, that's going to help you today, because you're going to make your fin a lot better, and just not going to be known in general, and that's going to, yeah, really help with the opponent's not really changing up from, we're really going to help with the tactic working that we're going to show you shortly, in a couple games time, we're then going to show the tactic. But yeah, so we're just going to put our ace down. I think did he send in greens? That's normally when I put my ace down, or just having it ready. And yeah, we can just farm on. He's going to go before the factory for Cobras, which I don't think this is the play. We're going to do it for our ODS. We're going to get ready for a, we're just going to boost that. We didn't need to boost that, honestly. We could have forced a bit more sending. And I guess he's not quite at regen. It's only round 7 just started right now, so we're probably going to get a boost back. I didn't want to boost to regens because they're a lot tougher than regular balloons. But we'll boost to that instead. We're going to get to this. We're going to get our FEC with a plant down so that we're kind of near being able to get our Sabo down. And he's going to send us a big rush, and he's still not got a FEC down, which is the important thing in this game. He's going to boost this rush in. We can boost back, but regens with the since the Sabo is so weak now, only doing 1 layer, it really helps regen farms. So he's going to send in loads and loads of regen balloons. However, because this is taking so long, because I've got Sabo and I am taking out the first ones, and he's just sending a huge rush in, I can just GZ the whole rush. So all that regen gets wasted to nothing. We can now go back in for another Sabo. He's still not got a FAQ up, by the way, so that's loads and loads of money that he's been missing out on. And I can now afford to Sabo and then get into a Spectre. He's not got a FAQ down. He won't be sending in CMGs for ages. Yeah, the game is done. Send some rainbows in, put some pinks over the top. He can't do anything, and he's going to surrender. Good stuff. Our next opponent is this guy. So yeah, we're going to go aggro, right side. Nice spot for microing on. So yeah, we're happy with this. Alright, it's a very long video, so I hope you like and enjoy this kind of video. Hope no one gets too bored. But I think it's quite an exciting video. We've got some really good games later on. We've had some alright games so far. And yeah, we got some really intense ones later on. But yeah, so we're going to farm trick to get the extra bananas for speed bonanza, or bonanza mode, I guess. But speed bonanza, red people use it. Go for 2 farms. He's going to do heli as well. He's going to do, not quite do it correctly. He's not going to go for the plantation style, not quite going to do the farm trick into plantation style. He's going to go for rotors really early on, which is going to really slow him down. So no matter what he has, he's going to be a lot slower than us, because we've been doing this optimally and he's not. We're going to boost right now, because boosting means that the farms give you the bananas earlier, and that means we can start heli microing a little bit earlier with the boosts. So we're going to go for that. And now we're going to start the heli micro. Looking okay. Looking solid. Missed the crate. Oh, it's so cringe watching it in. It feels cringe doing it. It looks a bit cringe sometimes on the replay when you just miss the ability, but what can you do? You cannot miss the ability. But what can I do? I'm not very good, so yeah. We'll go for some 2 helis. He's going to boost in some yellows. That's going to really slow him down, so that's really good for us. And we can just quite quickly get those rotors and quad darts. I was meant to be 2 quad darts, but this actually defends completely fine, so that's probably better in the end. He's going to keep sending yellows for no reason, even though it's not doing anything. We can just keep microing. We're almost at a feck. We could actually just send... We should just send rainbows in here, because he's not going to be able to afford to defend in time. And that would have been a lot faster, to be honest. But we don't. We're just going to keep going along. And... yeah, we really should have sent rainbows in there. We would have got a really quick win. That would have been a lot smarter than what we're doing right now. Taking advantage of him not playing very well. Instead, we just go for the double feck again. It's just comfortable for me going for the double feck, because I'm not super confident in the micro, even though it was going alright there. It just feels, yeah, I just prefer to get the double feck down. No, I'm going to be getting a load of money in for the rest of the game. Can place a load of cobras down. Start upgrading them. He's actually, even then, he's going to leak loads to rainbows. Like, if he didn't have way more money, if we did it way earlier, we'd have got no chance. Put some mobs in, because that's not an easy defense for him right now, and then put some BFBs in, the main thing he's going to struggle to. And then the ZMGs just to finish him off. He's not going to be able to force GZ everything, so yeah, he's just going to be gone to those first mobs, it looks like. Maybe not. Yeah, he's gone to those BFBs, and yeah, we got just loads of money. Got a patch ready for the counter. Oh, he DCs, so that's what he does. He did die to those mobs, he just didn't have enough money. And then final game before we show the trick. It is 117. And looks like he just signed in. Maybe he's account sharing. It looks like he just signed into the account. So he has 0 medallion showing up. I think that's something. I believe that's a thing. Anyways. A moon landing. He's going to skip moon landing. Battle Sands. We're going to be playing on Battle Sands, as we've both skipped already. Now we're going to bring some Ninja from Ace. So, send in some balloons at the start, just so that we get them to low life count, like we did against that game at the start. Pretty early on versus Saku, we can potentially get a greens win, which is a nice quick win. Nice win. Win is win, so we'll take that. And so, yeah. So that's good. That's why we're doing that. And then we can just go for yeah, another farm. Can just multiple farm start. And some pinks in. Go for the ninja here. Just don't want to leak too low. Don't want to have any risks. I want to like get GZ glitched. For nah, this might not help you if there's a GZ glitch. But I just don't want to. Just want to be safe basically with the ninja. And he's going to boost his heli on round 3. With 2 plantations. I guess 2 plantations, not the worst, but I think round 4 is when you want to be boosting rather than round 3, because you're not going to be able to start microing on round 3, so you're not getting any value really from the boost. It's only if you're going to get it at the end of the round with all the extra bananas, and boosting to get it earlier is when the heli micro, boosting the farms is going to be worth it. And we can send a load of greens in. It's going to really slow him down. He can't start heli microing yet. If we didn't send those greens in, he's already heli microing, so this is a yeah good send. He's going to have to boost again for more bananas. Now we can be able to start microing, and yeah, we can just farm at this point. We can just Republic. We got really good farms already. Send some yellows in just to force the quad darts. We can boost it in, and it's an Apache. Wow, I forgot he did this. Like I said it again because he already sold the Apache. Like, what's he doing? Like, he's done 2 Apaches and sold. Like, you lose so much money doing that. Like, you lose about 4.5k each time, and he's only had like 1 thing in between. Keep sending the yellows in. He's going to finally go for 2 quad darts. Use his last boost on that. Meanwhile, we've been getting crazy good farms. He's nowhere near a factory. We're about to get a factory with our plantation left behind. Yeah, it's pretty much already done. He can just quit at this point. But 117 is going to play it out. And yeah, we can just farm again. We do what we want. We basically, yeah, it's just an unwinnable position for him. We're just going to speed up this one. Because otherwise the video, we didn't speed some bits up, it would be like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. So it's already a long video, I know. So yeah, we're just going to speed this up. But you can see, so easy. We can just spam everything down. Well, if you get to 2 facts, you're fine. We had like 4 or 5 before we even started turning CMG. So, and we could do that. And we were fine. But previously, the trick we've been using, so when we've been finding them, when we found 117, we got our phone, we went to found him on leaderboard, went to his replays, and saw what towers he was using. We saw he was doing a lot of Heli Farm Cobra. Oh no, we saw he didn't really play it a lot, but his last game he did was Heli Farm Cobra. So we assumed he'd go Heli Farm Cobra again. And that is where that's why we chose Ninja Farm Ace on that one. This guy, we also saw it in his replays. He was doing a little bit of a mix, I think, but he was also doing a decent amount of Heli. So we presumed Heli Farm Cobra versus this guy as well, because our account looked a little bit random, although it does have high win rate, that's why I ruined it a little bit. And Saku also, we saw Heli Farm Cobra, and so we went passive on him as well. And we've been doing this trick versus everyone. This guy, we saw Heli Farm Cobra as well. However, this person has cheats, so that's completely legal to do what we were just doing there. This guy's using in-lobby spy hacks. So what that meant was he could just see we were using Ace changed up once he saw that, which is completely cheating, and yeah, just fully countered us. Nothing you can do there, a loss which we don't deserve on the profile, but what can you do? And then, yeah, that is what it is. So we're going to, basically, we've been doing that versus everyone. It's just a pro trick that a lot of pros use. Helps your win rate out, helps you get the right thing up. If they were doing, we saw some Ninja Farm Ace, we would change to Super Monkey, that kind of thing, using the rock, paper, scissors way the game is played. But yeah, so we could do that for every game. We don't show it every time because they're just going to make the video longer, and you kind of get the gist of what we're doing. But yeah, in Speed Bonanza, if you're just like randomly in the middle somewhere, just doing that for each opponent, which is on the leaderboard. Otherwise, I just presume aggro. So this guy, I just presumed aggro because he wasn't on the leaderboards. But I also thought he might do aggro anyways. So it's quite a hard passive map to go on anyway. So we just went for this. But yeah, this was a good game. This is probably one of the best games we got today, I think. So we double plant, we go for this. He's going to send blacks. Blacks aren't really going to do anything. We put blacks back. I didn't really need to do blacks. Could have sent greens if we want to do something. But yeah, we can now start heli microing. And this is our worst heli micro I think we've done in a bit. Go for our quad darts. Go for this. Struggle to place it every single time. And now it's okay. Struggle to place it again. Patrol. Lock in place. And now we can finally start microing again. And now we get a little bit of form going, I think. Start to catch up a little bit, but he has a pretty big lead because of that lock in place and missing the placement down. It's really bad. We put our farm in a terrible spot because there's like 4 plantations. There's 4 farm spots there. We mean it. You can only use 1. Boost some yellows in at him to make him get to 2 quad darts. And now we're going to get the 2 quad darts ourselves. Can't even place there. We're really struggling with that. Meanwhile, he's still heli microing. We're going to keep heli microing on ourselves. Need some more crates so that we get a rush going. And he's going to get some cobras up online. We're going to keep microing during this. We miss a crate again. Go for an Apache. Sell the other useless helicopter. Go for some cobras ourselves. And we can now put some rainbows in to force him to get an Apache. And there's the Apache. He's going to go for cobras. We're going to go for cobras as well. We need to get BFBs in as soon as possible for a chance of winning this game. It's not looking good for us though, I'll be honest. 1 more cobra needed. We can now boost in some BFBs slightly slower than him. We put a load in, sell off all the cobras. We go for Apaches. He's not going to go for the defend. He's going to go for the all out. We get 3 Apaches up. We thankfully know which heli was locked in place, so we can unlock it and take the balloons care of early as possible. We can get the boost off. He's not going for the defend. A lot of hustling over the top. Are we going to be able to defend in time? Is he going to die in time? It's close. It's very close. If he DC glitches, maybe he wins. Maybe we take a few more out, but he's going to die first, and we're going to win the game. That was a very good game. I was yeah, pretty happy with that. And yeah, win is win. Next opponent, this guy not on leaderboard, so we don't need to. We're not able to try and snipe his. Try and have a good guess at what his loadout is. Now, by the way, you can do that in every mode, in every game mode. It's just a span which you can just get the right counter, and it's pretty much, as long as you play it fairly well, you pretty much guarantee yourself to win. He skips map. We're going to skip this. Which one I could? Right side micro map. Temple. Not a great map to micro on for iPad, but we think he's doing passive, so it is a short map, so we are pretty happy with this still. So we're going to ready up on it. On, Temple. And he is, we can kind of presume he's not a spam player. I don't think, I recognise a lot of players, just like some roughly, I've got a bit of a strong inclination on what I think they're going to do, and I didn't think this guy was going to play a normal spam strat, but I was doing aggro anyways, no matter what, and yeah, I was kind of right that he's going to be doing an eco strat. Well, it's easy to say I was thinking that now when I know what he's doing, but in the post-com. But yeah, anyways, farm trick start. You're also fine to go for place two farms rather than selling it. So the two ways of doing the farm trick, you can either place the 1-0 farm, and then when you can place the second farm, you place that, upgrade that, sell the first one, upgrade it, you get more bananas. Otherwise, on about 12 to 13 second-ish kind of area, you can just sell the farm and rebuy it. So I normally sell the farm and rebuy it because essentially, if you play against price gouge, you want to go for the 2 farms. So if you mess up, you have 2 farms down still. If you play against eco nerf, you want to sell and then rebuy, because if you're selling on 12 to 13 seconds, you can't sell an eco nerf. So if you mess up your micro with placing 2 farms down, 2 1-0 farms down, and your opponent does an early eco nerf, you're at risk of selling in the eco nerf and then losing basically the whole game. You're going to get slowed down so much. And most players use eco nerf, so that's why I mainly sell on 12 to 13 seconds. But yeah, just my thing. You can do it either way, both works. If you don't think you're going to mess up, you just choose whatever you prefer. I know, bit of a mix in the community what people do, but yeah. Now we can micro, so yeah, it's quite far up. Go for the 2 helis because we can see it's ecoing a little bit slower starting our micro because of that. But yeah, against eco ZOMGs just as soon as you can, it's gonna be pretty strong. And yeah, go for a Republic. That's because we're gonna get it out soon anyway. Couple more crates, 1 more crate, and that means we can now get our factory whilst we keep microing. Basically, yeah. So if you we have to stop if you get it as soon as possible, the fact there's no eco nerf, you're just gonna have some time where you're not microing, especially on round 7, which is a long round, not gonna get as many, not getting crates as quickly. So yeah, just best to make sure you can basically afford the heli crate micro straight after as well. Go for the second fac, and then because bad micro spot map, we're just gonna pretty much trade away. And because the micro's not flowing really anyways, we're just gonna go for a load of cobras. We can count here, so you want to get to round 22. So from round 10, it's going to be you want 12 down. If you have a friend watching with you, they can like count the cobras for you and count the rounds. But otherwise, you can work it out, or you can just guess. I think most people just guess. And then yeah, so he's got Ninja, Glue, and the Super Monkey, which is an eco strat. So he's not got loads and loads of money to sell a load of stuff. We've got a CMG coming in pretty late because we started our micro pretty late. And now we can just basically adjust over the top, which just means he can't just go for a load of Super Monkeys to defend this, which isn't going to defend anyways. But yeah, can have a load of camo balloons coming through on him, and he's not going to be able to defend all of these camo balloons, especially when it gets to round 14. We get a really strong round 14 adjustment off. Ninja's never defending, which is only cam detection, and yeah, win the game like that. This guy, it's still some replays, but also think I played him a couple times in a span last week, and I know he was doing using a macro. So when I said the other day, sometimes the macro is really obvious. This is where the macro is obvious, and there's no eco nerf now, so it was so obvious before, like he couldn't turn it off in time, so he would sometimes like sell 2 times in a row in eco nerf. It's like ridiculous. But yeah, so you watch what he does, and then you have 3 power-ups for like we're not going to be able to nothing we can do to slow him down, so we might as well just play some NFA. So we were beating him with aggro, he was like that bad, even though he's using a macro, so it's cringe. But yeah, and we're going to play him with our eco strat. I'm going to send him balloons because we know he's not really going to know what to do because he's not very good at the game. And yeah, just loads of balloons on him. He's going to struggle to go for quad darts. And yeah, just slowing him down. Now greens can come in, we can boost the greens in. He's going to tower boost this. We'll throw the greens in. And unfortunately, he's going to go for another second heli, which is good for us. He could have just macroed quickly here like 4 times and then gotten our rotors up. But he's going to slow himself down, which is great for us. Because he's going to be able to get his ZMGs out at ridiculous speed. Go for our 4th plant, and he's going to sell now. So you see how slowly he sells, and now look at this. Like, that's not real. Like, that's silly. That's not real macro. That's a macro. So you see how obvious that is, that he's not actually doing all that. He's just using his program and sending the balloons in like that. Goes for a Apache because... See how slowly he went for the Apache as well. Like, yeah, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, you can't do anything here. Goes for a factory, and now back to just spamming the macro down. Go for our factory. And he's going to be able to almost get ZMGs online already, even with that ridiculously slow start from him. He's going to be sending in ZMGs on 158. Yep. So how do we do this? So we already got a fac up because he wasn't a little bit slow, and because we're good, we got a Sabo, and we got to get to 2 facs. The goal is to get to 2 facs online, and then we'll be good. I don't know why he put 2 ZMGs up behind. If he just constantly sent ZMGs in, we might have been in a lot of trouble here, but he's actually got this long gap in here. We need to take advantage of that. So whilst BFBs are a bit faster, I kind of underestimate how long the map is, so I GZ'd the first few ones, and then we got Moabs there, which are a bit faster. But now we can just re-Sabo, Sabo, sell, and no, we're going to go for the next. We should just get a fac down here. We can easily fac here. There we go. Now we get it. Get our next Sabo ready. Sabo again. Keep everything nice and slow. The balloons are nowhere near. And all we just need to do is GZ and get facs. So we do this. And yeah, we just have the game sped up for the rest of it. We're in a winning position now. We got to the winning position. And yeah. What we're going to do is just fac, get defense down. And he stopped rushing us even, so we don't even need to get loads of defense. We don't need to do loads, just need to get to when we can send a ZMG, send them back at him, and we'll win the game. And we can now send the CMGs, but I wasn't looking, I can't lie, so we kind of saw a load of stuff on the screen, then we started panicking, but we could just defend it all super easily. He surrenders. Next game is against One Fat Panda. This map again on right side, nice map for the right side. It's just so easy to place the heli down, which is why it's such a nice map for to micro on, which is why we like this map a lot. Even though it's quite long, we do like it. So we go for the double farm style like that, like I was kind of saying before, with the farm trick and speed bonanza. So yeah, we go for that. And now we go for our heli, and now we just need to place down a farm, just like so. And now we can go for the second farm, keep the anti-stall going. And so when you're anti-stalling, it helps the farms, so more farm money early on is always going to be a good thing. And he's going to be doing heli as well, so it's going to be a heli mirror again, another heli mirror, a few heli mirrors today. I don't think cars on leaderboard either. We check if they're on the leaderboard, if their profile showed that they're on leaderboard, we always checked every single time. Otherwise, we just presumed heli. And if we're on like the right side, we just hope that we were good enough to beat them. Or if we recognise their profile someone else, we could use that prior knowledge. But yeah, so it's pretty good micro. I don't think I micro that well either this game. Send him some stuff in to try and slow him down. Missed a few crates, I think. But yep, keep going. We basically got 2 styles of micro. So if our micro sometimes speeds up a lot, we might be changing to the slightly riskier but quicker style. And then we got our slower one. Riskier one, we need like 2 hands, so if we mess it up, it already gets screwed up. And with our safe one, we just use our basically do most things with the right farm for the right hand side. But yeah, it doesn't mess up as much, but still a little bit, and it is a little bit slower, but not too bad. So yeah, just like at the very top, if I'm against really good opponents and I'm not going to be able to get away with the slightly safer one, I'm still probably going to lose the game anyways. But if I want even a fighting chance, I need to do the riskier micro. And so yeah, this guy's not going to go for a fac, which he really should be doing. Instead, he's going to get forced into this. I don't know why. He's a good micro, but like, where's the facs? Like, brother, you need a factory. So we can go for loads of Cobras, and we're going to be able to send in like 2 15-ish BFBs with multiple facs. It's a fac down and a ZMG, about 220. So you can see how quickly we get ZMGs in when we're on a nice micro side. and not even microing well, keeping effect down. Well, we can do faster than this. T0s and then have gen, that kind of thing. Yeah, some pretty early stuff, and yeah, he's got no chance at winning from this point. He didn't need effect to defend stuff. And so yeah, final game to get to 400k medallions. The goal for today's episode is against Arivid03. He's been doing a ninja start, so not farm. That means we know it's going to be a pretty furry matchup. We're on the left hand side though, so it's not our quick micro side, so we're always in doubt for no reason. We're going to get our farms ready, we're going to get our farmer ready from, we're going to helicrate micro down below in that spot there because of our left farm technique. And now we're just going to go for our double plantation. So eco strat, yeah, it's going to be a bit annoying again. Oh no, he just sends some e-goblins and he stops, so it's actually not going to be that annoying. He's not going to send the annoying greens, it doesn't look like. No, we can just spike, we could just add to all our spikes, but we don't, but yeah. We can now go for a downdraft. And he's only getting 10 farms, that's really strange. Now he's going to start upgrading them. Okay, now we called him out on him on the post-com, he's now going to start upgrading them. Now we can go for the go for the helicrate micros, so we can just keep going for this. It's an okay spot for the left farm, I guess. Gonna go for just a quad darts there, just to be pretty safe. And go for more crates. We could send him yellows here. I think we decided actually just because he's got so many things and we don't think he didn't have a regular looking profile. So we're a little bit more confident against this. So we're just going to go for some cobras now. We're going to send him in some leads first of all to force that upgrade. Then we can boost in the rainbows over the top and then layer with the pinks. So that's really hard to defend for the ninjas, and he's going to die a little bit quicker. Anyways, that's going to wrap up episode 7, the Luigi episode. Luigi's got the mansion, that's why he's episode 7, Richard and Mario. But that's what's going to wrap up today's episode. We'll show the leaderboard and just the account's profile. We're at about 95%, 147 and 7 looks like. And yeah, we'll be wrapped up soon. Remember to like so we can give the account away. We're not getting enough likes the last few, so the account might not get given away for a while longer. But yeah, these are leaderboards. Hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye everybody.